several years ago, in 2001, I found out that I had to have a liver transplant. One of the aspects of having a liver transplant, a very important part of it, is being able to afford it. We did have good insurance, and that helped a lot, but it still wasn't enough to do what we had to do. They told us basically at the liver center that to receive a liver transplant, it would cost, beginning with, $1 million. That's a daunting fund when you can't even come close to that.
When it came to raising that money, I felt kind of just an overwhelming feeling on how was I going to do this, and where was I to begin. So I started with my father writing a letter, and we sent it out to everyone we could imagine. We sent it out to all of our friends, and from that point, my friends would send in just checks, donations to the liver transplant fund, but it went beyond that. People were coming up with creative ideas on donating, having these massive garage sales, and you think, well, that's not that big of a fundraiser, but they were incredible. We raised just on one garage sale alone $500 to $1,000. They were multi-family garage sales, and people telling their employers about it and saying, you know, I have a friend whose mother is in need of a liver transplant, and they would have their employer match the amount that they put in, and sometimes the employers did more than match it. They would give more than the employee themselves could give. I don't think there are words to describe what it's meant to me that Mom had the liver transplant. I don't think you could ever put a word or a saying on it that I have my mom. I mean, I truly have my mom, and that in itself was a gift. And then for my children to know their grandmother, and I know for my brother's children to know their grandmother, because when Mom received the liver transplant, my children were babies, and my brother's children were very young, and I just, like I said, I can't tell you what it's meant to me. How can you say thanks enough to people for someone's life?
It lets me know that anything can be done. Anything can be done. But a lot of people have a lot of love in them, and they're willing to share it. And that is probably what I'm the most thankful for, is the love that was shared.
Gail and Chris, I don't think words are enough to say thank you so much for the gift of life. And I want to also thank everybody else who contributed to the success and to their generosity and their love that they showed for Mom and for our whole entire family.